does not want to. He said he lost it. It would have been his last challenge, and he would have lost the timeout.
He won or lost it. Would have been his last, right? He lost the other one.
Right. 3rd down and 5 here, and Ryan goes down. Flag down again. You got Fletcher Cox coming in. She tells us.
Offside. Defense number 96. Lined up in the neutral zone. That 5-yard penalty results in a 1st down.
Disaster for the Philadelphia.
Yeah, they didn't challenge. It was a 3rd and 5. It was a 3rd and 5.
Over that red line right there. That's a good call by the...
They let him go to 3rd and 5, and that's all he needed for the 1st down. Very fascinating strategy. That's a sequence. Kevin Coleman runs the ball down to the 18-yard line. 2nd down and 5 for the 17-yard line. Now Ricky Ortiz comes in as the fullback. He was in there a lot in the 1st series, but not too much since. And the ball is handed off and taken to the 15-yard line by Kevin Coleman.
It's a little Douglas, but it doesn't look like it. It's like a blitz and a one-on-one opportunity. There it comes.
Jones on the near side. Ryan's going to throw. It's picked off to the 4-yard line by Rasul Douglas. Jersey, home of NFL films, so Buster, the legendary Ed Saber, founded it was his late son Steve. Philadelphia, trying to move out of the shadow of the goal line. Chamber off to Jay Jockey. And Jockey very close to a 1st down.
And it really showed on that one.
3rd and inches. Toss. Aguilar coming around. The wide receiver breaks the tackle. 1st down and a lot more. Out to the 29 he goes.
From the beginning, down, down, pull around. There's just not enough out there. You see no tailback in there yet. Nelson Aguilar, as he did at the end of last season, becoming now a big play threat on 3rd down, moving into the backfield or on reverses. Boy, Aguilar looked like he might be a bit of a bust early on, and now he's probably their A receiver right now.
Then they go to the slot again. The one pass option, and that is juggled, and it is picked off. It's Deion Jones who comes away with it. Kevin Coleman is the running back on 1st down from the 27. 10 and a half to go in the 4th. Ryan caught at the 10. Julio Jones.
Zone defense, Julio Jones.
Well, Ronald Darby going out is back in the game. Coleman is the back with the fullback in the game. Kevin Coleman, big hole, and he goes to the end zone. And the Atlanta Falcons have their 1st.
Zone, they go inside zone, and watch the key block is always on the back side of this play because you're going to get a cutback. That is Andy Levitre just driving the linebacker out of there. And what do you have to do? You
finish it off. Matt Bryant for his 1st extra point of the season. That snap was juggled, and it hits the upright, so it's no good. Coverage begins at 7 Eastern right here on NBC. And right here is a touchback.
Just pretty much going straight downhill at them and giving Jay Ajayi a chance.
He flanks Foles on 2nd down. Has it again. He can't go anywhere. Setting up a 3rd down in the backfield. Hurts comes into the slot. Foles fires, caught 40-yard line, but a flag is down for the moment. Aguilar.
It's actually great, Jared.
Offense, number 86. 10-yard penalty from the previous spot. 3rd down.
That's that.
3rd and 14, and the play clock is down to 0, and Philadelphia has to use a timeout here.
Ouch.
Yeah.
Starts timeout Philadelphia.
Against Foles, under 8 minutes to go now, and it's 3rd and 14 from the 21-yard line. 4-man rush. Foles fires, and that's incomplete. Intended for Cameron Johnston. Ball for a flag is now what else is new, and they let it roll all the way to the 20-yard line. Get the call in the game in which we've had.
It's a big call because that was a big mistake, letting that ball hit the ground. Somewhere Bill Parcells is going crazy.
At Saratoga.
2 fouls on a play, one by each team. Holding, kicking team, number 39. Holding, receiving team, number 89. Those penalties will offset. We will re-kick, 4th down.
That hurts Philadelphia.
Line of scrimmage is the 21. Johnston, in his debut, is averaging 53.4 tonight. And this one, Barney is going to let that bounce, and it goes out of bounds at about the 34-yard line. Every offseason. So halfway through the quarter, from the 33, Atlanta begins this drive. They begin with Freeman starting to the outside, and then we get out of the backfield. And another piece of yellow. Detroit last year.
Offense, number 73. 10-yard penalty, 1st down.
Brian Schrader.
It's hard to believe that.
First and 20. And to the outside we go, and Sanu gets
And good for the Atlanta Falcons.
lost 5 on the reception. 2nd and 25. Ryan. Pressure, look out, ball is out. And Atlanta's able to recover it. Chris Long extracts it, and Alex Mack, the all-pro center, is right there.
As he's done since his college days, never gives up. Never gives up on a play. Comes all the way around the bend and gets that ball out.
Four-man rush. Good protection, a little floater. Caught by Freeman. And Devontae Freeman gets loose enough to pick up good yardage on
The Eagles.
Bosher averaging only 35 yards per boot. Gets it off. Good kick here. Sproles. Fields at the 19. Beats the first man. Cuts it back upfield. He gets hammered down to the 31-yard line. And another flag.
That was no weird angle. That was holy
Oh,
smokes.
During the return, face mask. Face mask. 54. 15-yard penalty from the end of the run. Automatic 1st down.
And the wrong guy with one. That's like a over 50. Nobody is lighting it up. These 5 minutes. Philly at the 46-yard line, 1st down. To the outside, and a short gain here for. Take the Sproles deep downfield, 1 against 1, and broken up at the 2-yard line. Intended for 1-8 from the 48. Good pass caught, and breaking a tackle is Sproles to pick up the 1st down.
Easily, he tackled like a pass rusher on that one. If he can somehow make a play, now think given, Darren Sproles is a tough guy to grab. But that was the difference in this drive.
Against the 4-man rush, stepping up. Sproles again. Sproles picks up a couple. Running back. They're 35 years old at 2nd down and 4. Shotgun. Coming into the game before. You're looking at a 53-yard field goal. Clement is the back. Aguilar goes. Clement. Big hole inside the 20. And the last man he had to beat.
Range.
With a ton of time left. Still 3:13. Counting down the ball to the reach line. Clement taking the ball from the 11-yard line.
Right there.
As it's a model. 2nd down and 7. Gets the clock all the way down. Hands the ball off. Into the end zone. Touchdown. It's the way they want to go for 1 or 2. 6 for 9 and 2-point conversion. So the clock runs all the way down.
once those three big defensive linemen overshifted to the jumbo side, he decided he went back the other. You can see them all overshifted that way to the jumbo, and Deion Jones ran right through the middle of it and left no pursuit whatsoever. 45 runs inside like that, there is nobody left outside.
You know, Philadelphia had to use a timeout because they had the touchdown, they had the celebration, then the play clock starts, and it was ticking all the way down. They're looking at the bench, so trying to make it a 6-point game instead of 5. Jockey again, and he does just that, loses the ball, but running 2:19 on the clock.
Try was good. All it has to do, the ball has to cross the front edge of the line, and I think without question, did it. Possession, that's it right there.
Knocked that right there. And Atlanta will start this drive from the 25-yard line after the touchback.
But now it looks more like a two-deep safety situation, so they won't have that drive them off and come back sort of chance.
Ryan throws, caught, got a 5-yard gain just to put that 2-minute warning. Can they get a playoff? And they do. And Ryan on 2nd and 4 fires, and that is caught in Philadelphia territory, and Jones will take the ball.
The same route in here, and it was open. The coaches saw it and came right back to it. Good stick out on the outside by Julio Jones, and just snatches it out of midair and almost broke this one for the distance.
Atlanta trying to turn the tables. This is a team that has lost a lot of leads, blown a lot of leads, had a bad knee, and didn't have a very good night. Tevin Coleman is the running back. He's the lightning and thunder and lightning in that Atlanta backfield. From the 33, a little toe out, looked like Ryan held on to it. The 3 wide on the right side with Jones in that group. Ryan flushed out, then he goes to the 40-yard line. Launches the spinning, gets sacked at the field. Clearly in 4-down territory here, trying to get at least some of it, and the pass is caught.
Earlier in the game, but run to the sticks and then turn around. Watch Ryan, he's going to take a real shot here, had to float it because Julio had not turned around yet. And there it is, a huge pickup for that first down. Look how early that ball comes out because pressure was there. Brilliant by Matt Ryan, and that's Chris Long. Just as he threw it, he had to put an arc on that ball, so Julio had time to find it.
Needed 17, got 18.
If they go after Mills again, that's been where they're making the most money.
And at 18, Ryan fires. Jones again picks up about 9.
They bring him the other way. He hasn't had quite the success against Darby, but he did make that last one.
2nd down and 1. Ryan. Jostle. Sacked at the 20-yard line. 8.
There is utter exhaustion on everybody's part on the field here. Utter exhaustion.
Atlanta just 1 timeout. 3rd and 8, and that is snagged by Sanu. Mohamed Sanu's had a very quiet night, takes it to the 10-yard line, and Atlanta's going to take its final timeout right here with 23 seconds.
Nice sun move. Mohamed Sanu, watch this little jiggle move here. Got him. That's going against the rookie, Sidney Jones. And now, it doesn't look like a lot of time because you're out of timeouts. But effectively, what you're going to do is take all your shots into the end zone. All they've been doing this offseason is working on their red zone offense. Here they are with a chance to come in and knock off the real chance if they can get it done.
Coleman in motion to the outside. Ryan, buying time, looking downfield and just throws it in his seats.
Somehow, he has to get at least a couple opportunities to win the game.
He has 169 yards out of 299 total for the Falcons.
Now they are looking like they're doubling him.
And a 5 wide here. Ryan to the back of the end zone, too tall there. Intended for... That's Jones on the right side.
Looks like the same coverage. Don't to Julio. Somebody else has to make a play.
Ryan hit as he throws, and the pass is incomplete. So it comes down.
Not had an answer.
This time Julio is going to come out to the left side. And you got Coleman wide left. Jones in the slot to the left.
They're going to double him again.
This is it. Ryan throws. Flag is down. Hooper was the closest. The pass wasn't even close. What's the call?
Looks like illegal contact.
Before the pass is thrown, illegal contact, defense number 58. Got no penalty, automatic first down.
Well, you got 1 second, and Jordan Hicks, and then like Peterson is saying, uncatchable pass, but the illegal contact was early.
And it doesn't matter. Illegal contact wouldn't matter.
Exactly.
They were pass interference, yes. Hicks at about 8 yards. I'll say my second favorite guy is Mohamed Sanu. He's been clutch in the red zone before. They got them both at the bottom of the screen.
Yeah, Jones and Sanu 11 and 12.
Got double coverage again.
Ryan for Jones, and no! Couldn't stay in. Darby with the coverage, and that is the way opening night ends.
Defensive back can literally push the receiver out of bounds. There is no such thing as a force out anymore. Has the ball in his hands, but is driven out of bounds. And the Philadelphia Eagles, Phillying one more time with passes to the quarterback to win it. This team is a lucky rabbit's foot going right now.
Hardly a work of art, but at least it went to the finish.
It did.
Yeah. Tight game. Volkswagen postgame report coming up next.
Does it touch one of the Falcons players anywhere in here?
The ruling on the field is the ball hit a member of the receiving team's foot. Therefore, it is a live ball recovered by the kicking team. Atlanta's ball, first down.
And that's Trey Sullivan. So Sullivan gets in there.